Hi guys and welcome to HeidiKMakeup. The lighting is so strange in here and I'm sorry for the echo. I have to bring you this video from my bathroom because I have a brief moment of time where my kids are peaceful. So I wanted to do a video. I actually got a shout out and I will link her channel down below, but it's fortunate, she tagged me on Instagram and said that she had shouted out this channel and said that she missed videos over here, and it was actually very nice and sweet and inspiring. I thought everyone had forgotten about this channel because if you don't know, I have other channels too. I have a mother channel, HeidiKMTV. I have a vlogging channel, HeidiKMakeup. I even have a channel about fish, which in all honesty has kind of replaced makeup in terms of like a hobby for me. I still love makeup. I still do my makeup every single day, but makeup for me is very much just like a tool, and that has made panning this year so easy. I haven't felt at all limited by the fact that I am doing a Pan That palette this year. So I saw that tag and I was like, I should really do an update on my Pan That palette. That being said, if you're new around here, say this is the first video you clicked on for some reason, consider hitting the subscribe button and the bell, because I don't always upload consistently. That will give you notifications if I ever do upload. And if you want to see us more regularly, check out the vlogging channel, HeidiKMakeup. At the moment we're doing daily over there. We don't always, but at the moment we are. So I wanted to do an update on my Pan That palette 2018, and I'm doing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette. And seeing as how I've kind of neglected telling you guys about this palette basically since the beginning of the year, I kind of was like, oh, I'm doing it, and then never checked in with you guys. It seems like an appropriate time to check in because it's summer now and we're coming into June, so it's almost the halfway point. And let's take a look at what's going on in the palette. So I don't know if I'll be able to insert a picture, but if I can figure it out, I will insert a picture of what the palette looks like at whatever the last update was. I literally don't even know when the last time I updated you guys was. And this, you can see it's all worn down and beaten. This is what it looks like now. I don't know, I think it's pretty impressive, you guys. I have 6 shadows finished, and I have, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 shadows left. So, you know, provided I finish at least one of those shadows by the end of next month, which I very much think I will do, probably this one, I will basically be at the halfway mark in terms of completely having stuff finished. But then you also have to take into account that I've hit pan on every shade except this one, which I kind of saved as the last because I felt like it would be a really easy shade to do. It's just kind of like a very basic bronzy, that's not showing up very well, like a basic bronzy gold sort of shade. It's a little darker than I would typically like for that kind of gold shade. I would like something a little bit brighter, kind of like half-baked. I find that that shadow looks really good with my blue eyes, especially with the red hair, and if I'm wearing green, it looks very, very flattering. But I have enjoyed every single minute of this palette. Oh, and I should also mention, because I've been kind of, I don't even know if I said this in the intro, but I've been kind of panning this along with it. I went into my Pacifica palette, oh gosh, I hate that these are not labeled, the Cool Toned palette. Yeah, I don't remember, Mystic I think it's called. And I've been using this shade right here, which you can see is almost completely gone. Actually, that'll probably be gone if I redo my makeup before I go out tonight, because I'm having a ladies' night tonight with one of my friends. We are going to see a musical together, and my husband's going to watch the kids. I can't wait. So I imagine if I wear this tonight, that'll be gone. So really, I finished 7 shades, basically. And I'm dropping stuff. Yeah, I finished 7 shades, basically, and this one is quite a bit bigger. So on one hand, that's very good, but on the other hand, you take a good look at this palette and you realize, yes, I finished 6 shades here in that one, but they're all kind of like the light shades. This sherbet shade was my absolute favorite. Oh no, I think Pink Champagne was my absolute favorite, but I really enjoyed sherbet as well, which was kind of like a warm not quite matte, but like a warm brown shade. And then the pink champagne was this beautiful metallic, glistening lid color that I would totally buy that in a single once I kind of get through this kind of panning situation, because it was like the perfect lid shade and I never got tired of wearing that. And then blush wasn't actually a blush at all. It was like a light gray, kind of shimmery gray, which I wore on the lid. Blossom was a different shimmery pink, not quite as pretty as pink champagne in my opinion, but I did the same thing with Blossom where I wore it as a lid shade, and I wore Blossom some as a blush. And then Buttery, I think that was probably the first one I finished, but I actually don't remember. Buttery had been like a highlight for my skin tone, just like a very pale, light cream shade that was matte. And then Treasure over here was also a very pretty shade that was a super shimmery highlight shade for me. I didn't love it on the brow bone, but I would wear it on the inner corner or some on the waterline. So those are how I finished all of those. And then once I finished Buttery, that's when I broke into this shade right here from the Pacifica palette and started wearing that as a brow bone shade. As it stands, everything that's left I'm basically wearing every single day, so I expect it to be kind of like a very smooth sort of finish here. The hot chocolate I think will be the most difficult, along with Spirit Rock, just because the black is hard, but I wear it every day. So the hot chocolate is one that I don't always wear. I've been wearing it some in my brows, but to be honest, you guys, I got my brows done this weekend, and it's a love-hate relationship with me and my brows. At the moment, I'm really enjoying them. The girl who did them really well. I had a brow problem a few months back where they like waxed this whole section off, but just on one side. So I've been trying to like make them even again, and for a while I was filling in with the hot chocolate, but it is so dark. It's very dark for a redhead. If you were a brunette maybe, but it doesn't match really. So I don't do much with that one. Even though it should be a pretty basic, easy shade to work with, I'm just trying to use everything else. The Spirit Rock I use every day in my outer corner, very, very lightly blended in. You can't even tell, really. I'm wearing it today. Of course, I did my makeup this morning, and now it's 4 in the afternoon, so I've been wearing this for a while. And that is one thing I will say. When I started the year, I absolutely loved the Anastasia shadows because they were so soft and so pigmented, but they don't wear great. I do find that they kind of fade throughout the day. So I've been wearing Spirit Rock in the outer corner, and then I've also been wearing it as upper liner. Isla, I love this shade. This is a really fun summer shade. I've been considering maybe for the month of June or July using that as my main lid shade because for the most part I've only been using the 2 pops of color on the waterline and then some with the purple in my crease. But Isla I've been using just on my waterline, and it's faded by now as well, but I've been wearing it just on my waterline, and it's really fun little pop of color. The hot chocolate I've been using as a bronzer, and then I've been using kind of as a transition shade. I have to be kind of light-handed with it though because it is a shimmery shade. And then I've been mixing, wait, how have I been using deep purple? Oh, I've been mixing the deep purple with the Spirit Rock. That's what's been going in the outer corner. So this purple's been going there. And then I've been wearing Metallic Plum and Witchy, which is this kind of charcoal gunmetal color. I don't know why so many palettes have this. I hate these colors. That being said, there's no duds in this palette. There wasn't anything that I was like, gosh, this is terrible to use. It's just difficult to get through. And it's nice for a smoky eye, I guess. But I've been mixing Metallic Plum and Witchy under the waterline, so that's why there's not a ton of progress there. And then just the month of May is when I started using Self-Made. I reserved that. I knew that would be probably the last lid shade I would get to, and probably the last one I'll hit pan on, but I don't think it will be difficult to finish. I saved it because I thought it would be easy. That being said, it is harder pressed than some of the other shadows, so that does make it a little bit of a challenge. But overall, oh, and also I've been using that Pacifica shade as a face highlight a little bit. Overall, I've just been really enjoying it. Probably more than any of my other Pan That palettes that I've done. I really like the Anastasia formula. You know, I used to say that Too Faced was my absolute favorite formula, and then I panned, and I never did the finale on that. I don't even know where I put it. or if I saved it. I panned the entire Too Faced chocolate bar. There's a couple of shadows that I didn't completely finish, but I'm calling it done because that was difficult. And after I went through all of chocolate bar, I realized that those are quite hard shadows to work with, the Too Faced ones. So I think I had such brand loyalty to them that I didn't realize I had such nice things in my collection. So my plan for the next month is to continue to use, I'll probably continue to use Self-Made until I at least hit Pan as the lid shade. And then once I hit Pan on it, I might switch over to Isla and use that as a lid shade because I do think it's a really fun summer color. And then just continue to try to use every single shade every day. That's kind of my plan moving forward. I expect by next month, which I don't know if I'll have a chance to film a video, but I expect by next month I will have hit Pan on Self-Made and maybe come close to finishing up Hot and Cold. Maybe. And hopefully have hit Side Pan on Witchy, because like I have Side Pan on almost all of these at this point. It's pretty impressive, I think. I'm pretty proud of myself, especially considering I haven't really been posting here to hold myself accountable. It's pretty much been the only thing that I've grabbed. So that is my update on my Pan That Palette 2018. I have still been doing it. I just haven't been updating you guys. Hit the bell so you don't miss anything. And if you guys want to see me more consistently, the best way to do it is just subscribe to all the channels, because I go through phases where I'm in moods and there's certain channels that get more attention. Typically the vlog channel is the first one to get attention though. So if you go over to HeidiKMakeup, you can see us. At the moment you'll see us every day because it's summer right now, my husband's off, so we're vlogging every day over there. But anyways, thank you so much for tagging me on Instagram and mentioning me in your videos, because I've kind of neglected this channel and just forgotten about it. So I'd love to hear how your guys' Pan That palettes are going, if you're doing it. I really have been inspired. I've really been inspired by doing these. So I'm really excited about it. There's not a lot of palettes left in my collection. I think next year I'll have just 1 or 2 more that I really want to get through. And then I'll start to get to a point where, like, really after several years of panning stuff, get to a point where I have a very daily use, reasonable, small collection. For the most part, my makeup can all fit in a bag at this point, albeit a big bag. So anyways, I will talk to you at some point. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.